Okay, so today is October 4, 3:39 a.m. Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay, so I just finished watching MNL Interactive Live. Pretty boring. But anyway, that's not the point of this vlog. Okay, if you're watching this vlog now, and the reason why I showed you this date, because this vlog will be released very late. Yes, until a certain announcement will be made. Yes, so going to the heart of the matter, I'm doing this vlog because I've heard some very upsetting and disturbing news. Like around 7 p.m. October 3, 7 p.m. Yeah, I got information from my reliable source over there telling me that another girl will be graduating from MNL48. And I'm pretty sure once you've seen this video, you already know who it is. But I'm holding back this video until the proper time that the announcement has been made. So you know that I had that information before anything was announced. So yeah, so the girl that's resigning, according to my reliable source, is MNL48 Cess, which is a real damn shame for her to leave now at this point. Because I mean, she's really getting the proper exposure as she deserved, you know, even though that she wasn't, technically she is the center of the Undergirls, but unfortunately, I guess due to circumstances, or because of the very difficult dance routine of the Gingham check, they decided to keep the current core in which Colleen is still the center. Yeah. So yeah, but then that's very good, still good exposure for her, as now we're gonna see her, you know, up front or in the back or in the side. Okay. And I mean, this comes the upcoming MV, and I'm not sure it's gonna be released Saturday. I'm not sure, no one's really said anything. Or maybe next week. Yeah. And you know, this comes at the time when she just came from Japan, and which she really earned the love of MN Loves over there, Filipinos who became MN Loves because of her, and Japanese fans finding out about MNL48 because of Cess. Yeah. So I guess this kind of like affects me much as the same, maybe a little bit, as the dismissal of Quincy, Mikami Oshi. Yeah, and I know two other girls have left in between, Sayaka and Ash. And probably should apologize. Maybe I should have done a vlog about a couple of girls I believe I've mentioned them here and there, but not really in depth. Okay, maybe I should explain myself here. Okay, so regarding Sayaka, my first impression of her from the high school that I've watched, you know, it's almost like very competitive. Yeah, from the MN Laugh episodes that I've watched later on, she's very competitive. She hates to lose. She's very temperamental. Yeah, for a while there, I thought she and Quincy were not the best of buds, but I've been proven wrong. Yeah, and let's see here. When she has something on her mind, she would speak it out. Okay, one of the reasons that I wasn't really upset regarding Sayaka is, I guess I would say that she's not part of my top 16 favorites in MNL48. Yeah, if you've seen my video, who my top 16 are, yeah, you know who they are. So Sayaka was not on that video. I would say she's part of the Undergirls, yeah, of my list. Yeah, and She's very popular, yes. She has a lot of fans. Yeah, and I didn't think she really needed mm, my being part of her fan base since she's popular enough already. And the fact that she's half Japanese and has a strong will is enough of her to make it on MNL48. Yeah. Okay. So regarding Ash, I believe she's in number 10. Yeah, on my top 16. Yes. So why didn't I get so upset when Ash left? Okay. So regarding Ash, first impressions, high school. Yeah, I could see she's a very quiet girl, very shy girl maybe, but I think I've been disproven by what Abby said mentioned when she answered my question. Well, when she mentioned in a deleted FB live that Ash is just quiet, not shy, and and she has a very good head on her shoulders. Yeah, she's very smart. Being in college and all that, and studying I would say a difficult course, at least for me, because language, yeah, Japanese, and but her perseverance, uh, makes it an ideal for her to become an idol. As a matter of fact, within MNL48 itself, there are three people within the group that I would consider would make a mark for themselves as they fit the mold of a Japanese idol. Okay, so Ash is one of them. Okay, one of the three. Okay, so should I mention the other two? Okay, might as well. So one of them is the other one is Fate, and the other is Thea. Yeah. So those three, Ash, Fate, and Thea, or who I see. I could see that they fit the mold of what we see as an idol would be. Yeah, would become. So yeah, so I wasn't part of the Ash fan base, even though I'm still a fan, but not as deeply rooted. I mean, she's not my Kamiyoshi. Yeah, she's number 10 on my list. Like I said, from those various reasons, I didn't think it was needed for me to be part of that, since she could make it to MNL48 immediately. Yeah, she has that aura, much like Sayaka does. Okay, so going back to regarding Quincy and Cess, since both of them are in my top four of my favorites, I thought I should pay attention to both these girls. Yeah. Yeah. So regarding Quincy, first impressions, I found her very, let's say, funny. She's a funny girl, and the way she speaks is strange to me because of her, I guess, Bicolana accent. Yeah. Palaban. Yeah. Uragon ini. And yeah, and when she displayed it on ice school, I mean, it's really hard not to notice her. And and I guess included in her short stature, she's like one of those girls you want to take care of. Yeah, or want to support because you really want her to succeed, to become an idol. Yeah, so that's why part of the reason is why she's my Kamiyoshi. Yeah, because full out support her, and it's almost like uh, David versus Goliath. Yeah, because I know she's in competition with maybe not so how do you call this, out there from the other girls, because we have like favorites like Abby, Sella, Sheki, Alice, Ash, Gab. She has those girls as competition. So though she is popular in her own right, I think it was best to give my full support for her to achieve her dream. Okay, so the sudden news of her dismissal really upset me. And if you've seen my video regarding that, like basically declaring my forever Kamioshi for Quincy. Yeah, that's how much that affected me. Okay, so now we go to Cess. Okay, so Cess is almost in the same way. Okay, but different physically because Cess, you can see as her introduction to herself is she's the Morena beauty. Yes, she is a beautiful girl. Yes. However, from first impressions at high school, uh, she seemed to be bullied. Yeah, from what I noticed, she's being bullied by Eka, bullied by Sella. Yeah, I guess for the reason because of the way she speaks. Yeah, because I think everyone makes fun of her the way she speaks the English language. Yeah, which I mean, a lot of Filipinos have a hard time to do, but I guess Sela and Eka and the other girls, they speak it very well, but not Cess. She's trying her best to to overcome this impediment, so to speak. But then it's very hard to do when you're hearing these voices like trying to put you down in a way or making fun of you while you're doing it. Okay, so I guess I kind of empathized with Cess in that way, and the tagline that they gave her, the future center, I believe that. I believe she could be a future center here in MNL48. Yes, and yeah, so I gave out my full support for her as well because I would love to see her succeed. Yeah, in this group where there's so many, like I said, it's basically a popularity contest within the group, even though they might not admit it, it is. Yeah, I mean, the election itself shows. But what really amazes me is how Emin Loves saw Cess and as how endearing she is, how funny she is, and how the potential within her to become an idol is there. And that's why from rank 48 from the first election to rank 18 is a very big accomplishment. So yeah, and due to some strange circumstances, she is the center of the Undergirls. However, like I mentioned before, due to the difficult preparation for the dance routine, they decided to keep Colleen as the center because had Colleen been transferred into the Senbatsu, Sess goes up in ranking, and then they have to relearn all the steps. Everyone has to relearn the steps. It's gonna take much time. So I'm sad about it. I'm disappointed by it that HHE didn't have the time or the patience to wait till everyone gets in line before they do the Gingham Check music video. I mean, I also feel sorry too for Isabel from the next girls. Since she moves up, she'd also be part of the Undergirls. However, they delayed that. Yeah. So yeah. So and had this gone through, because from seeing her performance, Sessa's performance with Team Tokyo at the Tokyo Game Show and at the Sekimatsu Blue launch, we've seen her double center at First Rabbit. I think I mistakenly assumed it was Bingo. Sorry about that. But it was First Rabbit, double center with Dana. And then she centered for Labrador Retriever, which I have a reaction video of if you haven't seen it. It was amazing. And yeah, it gave me hope that in the next few months, going into the third year, would be a very good exposure for Cess. Yeah, so I was very happy for her in that regard because we're seeing someone from the very bottom, rank 48, and achieve this dream of at least centering for a bit. Yeah, not just on a on the stage show or a mall show, but perhaps someday in an actual music video itself. Unfortunately, that won't be Kingdom check, but my hopes are alive there. Okay, so going back a little bit more about what I heard about Cess resigning from MNL48. Yeah, I believe I mentioned before that another parent of a MNL48 member contacted me to thank me for supporting their daughter and focusing her on one of my videos, and that video is the my top 16 MNL48 fashionistas. Yeah, so in that video, Cess ranked number 2. Yeah, so her mom kind of like thanked me for that. So we communicate with each other. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that, really. I mean, yeah, I mean, and we talked about, and she mentioned that next year Cess will be graduating because she'd rather concentrate on school at that point. I mean, if nothing really, pans out of her idol dream, might as well go to school, go to college, and finish up her course. I believe it's tourism or flight attendant. Yeah, from what the mom told me. So I mean, that's okay because not everyone is really cut out for this. I mean, like I said, this is a big competition. You have 47 other girls competing with, and not everyone gets exposure. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I knew that next year Cess will be gone, but I'd still continue supporting her until that time came. Now, unfortunately, that time seems to have come much more earlier than I thought. Yeah, because from what they told me, I didn't get any much details from my reliable source, only that something happened and Cess's parents decided to pull her out of ML48. Now, how does this bode? Will she be making a final appearance in Interactive Live? Or will she be having a graduation concert? Okay, so I didn't know much about the details there. But I hope so, because she deserved it. She's achieved so much within the 2 years she's been on the group, and it would really be amazing had she actually become the center of a MV for MNL48. And yet, it's sad to say that we may never see that. Well, I can definitely say now that we're not going to see that since she is going away. Okay, but I guess all I can do as a fan of her, as an I'm in love for Cess, yes, like I was look forward to anything you will do in the future, in your future endeavor. Yeah, it's just a damn shame that the spotlight is really on you. A lot of members sees your potential. A lot of M Loves sees the thing you've achieved, and to be cut down like this, well, once again, I just have to say that the management, have they done better, it wouldn't be like this. Okay, so Yaka, Ash, now Cess. So we got 4 girls now since the second general election. Quit, graduate, resigned within the second year alone of MNL48. So I don't know whether they're going to promote maybe Gia or SL, or maybe Jean of the KKS. But then again, that's just speculation on my part. So yeah, so like I say, really damn shame that Cess is going. But then this might be a good decision for her, a good choice to, uh, find your own way and do something that's you're happy with. Yeah, much like what Quincy's doing. She has her YouTube channel, and Cess, we don't know yet. We'll just wait for it then. Okay, so Cess' final message is, you know, you've been entertaining as part of MNL48. You've really given us things to be happy about, to laugh about, even though unintentionally. Uh, and those are memories that will always last a lifetime. Yeah. And thank you for being part of MNL48. Though sure that it had to be cut short like this. But then again, that choice can be the right choice for you at this point in your life. All right. So I guess that ends it right there. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. So this video, as I mentioned, this video will be posted once that HHE makes that announcement. All right. So until then, what future bodes MNL48? And I believe also have another vlog planned regarding what next does MNL48 has to offer. Yeah, after this, now it's like everything's piling up right now. Ash graduates and then this. But then, like I said, that's another vlog. So, I don't think I'm not going to do the usual thing I do at the end. But yeah, you've heard it. Well, you won't be hearing it first. You'll be hearing it from them. And then I promise to not talk about anything until that announcement's been made. So I'm assuming that it has, and now you've just watched it. Okay, so that's ended all. Love you, Cess.